I must let you know it's quite an honor to stand before you this evening as we celebrate truly remarkable milestone, a truly remarkable milestone in the history of our town of New Amsterdam. 133 years as a proud municipality. New Amsterdam, you did not hear me, 133 years. This evening, as we reflect on our achievements, and most importantly, come together as a community to look forward to a bright future. I acknowledge the contributions of both past and current mayors, deputy mayors, and councillors who would have served this great town of New Amsterdam. They have indeed set the platform for us to build on. Mayors such as Neil Ross McKinnon, John Augustus Abenset, J.V. Mettelholzer, Errol Alfonso, Miss Barbara Pilgrim, Mr. Claude Henry, Mr. Neville Johnson, Miss Winifred Earwood, among many others. As a matter of fact, I would have met the child of one of our past serving mayor who is here to celebrate 133 years with us. Please give us a wave at the back there. Yes, welcome home to New Amsterdam. Sessional chairperson, it would be remiss of me should I fail to acknowledge the brainchild behind New Amsterdam Town Day celebrations. It was one of our former mayors of New Amsterdam, Mr. Errol Alfonso, who would have conceptualized New Amsterdam Town Day celebration. This event seeks to promote and foster socialization among citizens, fostering the economical agenda of both small, medium, and large-sized businesses within the town of New Amsterdam and its environs. Sessional chair, from our humble beginnings, we have grown into a dynamic, diverse, and striving community that continues to uphold the values of hard work, inclusivity, and unity. Our town has weathered the storms, both literal and figurative. I can remember it was under Mayor Claude Henry's tenure. Elements wanted to make this our town of New Amsterdam. They wanted to turn this town into an interim management committee. What a travesty that would have been. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to have you indulge in giving Mayor Claude Henry and his team back then a resounding round of applause. New Amsterdam was one of the municipalities which stood its ground. Again, in 2024, elements are echoing the sentiments. If they cannot get their way, this town of New Amsterdam will become an interim management committee. Fellow citizens of New Amsterdam belongs to us. And you, the citizens, have a very active role to play in this entire process. You are the custodians and vanguards of this, our town of New Amsterdam. And so I commend you for standing your ground in the last local government elections. Sessional Chair, we would have indeed weathered the storm, both literally and figuratively, and I reiterate, why? It was under successive mayors, the New Amsterdam municipality was robbed, was starved of the vital resources necessary to transform this town in keeping with the 21st century. Sessional Chairperson, if we to look around in our interlock drains, the drainage network within this town of New Amsterdam, it is not by careful desire that myself and councillors, even though we're not substantive workers of the municipality, we go out there and we assist the workers who are paid for this service in cleaning of the drain, dismantling of illegal dump sites, etc. Should we consider the rehabilitation of our drainage network, Sessional Chairperson? Upon estimate, it will cost us more than $400 million, spanning from the Country Bridge all the way to Glasgow housing scheme. Sessional Chairperson, in this oil-rich economy, $18 million cannot afford us the ways and means to resuscitate our interlock drains. Mayor Claude Henry and others can attest of the starving of resources, which is vital to our sustenance of this great town of New Amsterdam. Fellow citizens, through it all, we have emerged stronger, more connected, and more committed to one another. As we celebrate today, as we celebrate 133 years, we not only honor our past, but also embrace our future. New Amsterdam has always been a place where people look out for one another, where neighbors become friends, where we strive together for a better tomorrow. Fellow citizens, may I caution you, do not let elements destroy the fabric of this, our town of New Amsterdam. I believe that the same spirit that carried us through the last 133 years will guide us for the next 133 years and beyond. Amen. I would like to thank all those who have contributed to making this event and indeed our town's history so special. Sessional Chairperson, may I acknowledge the great efforts of this year's Town Day Committee, headed by none other than our very capable and able Councillor Kwesi Isaacs and team. Fellow citizens, it is through the spirit of teamwork we each will be able to achieve more. From our community leaders to our volunteers, our business owners, and of course, all the residents, you are the hearts and soul of our town. I am deeply grateful for your continued commitment to making New Amsterdam a wonderful place to call home. As we look ahead, let us continue to build on the foundation laid by those who came before us. Together, we will continue to grow, to innovate, and to ensure that New Amsterdam remains a shining example of what a community can accomplish when it works together. Long live the town of New Amsterdam. God bless all the citizens of New Amsterdam. I thank you.
No matter where my feet tonight may go, my heart will lead to you when you are alone. Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore.
This is a particularly historic moment for me because I would not be alive, I would not be a lawyer, I would not be standing here were it not for my father who is from New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam, I want to talk to you very briefly, and I bring you greetings about two things that you have always been synonymous with: leadership and resistance. New Amsterdam is the oldest township in this country. It actually started at a different location at Port Nassau back in 1840. In 1763, before that, we had the greatest uprising in the Western Hemisphere prior to the Haitian uprising, led by Kofi in Berbice when New Amsterdam was its seat of government. We think of Kofi as a revolutionary, but he actually was the first person that demanded independence for any part of Guyana. So he was the forerunner for what we enjoy today. As we come forward in 1814, before the abolition of slavery, at that Mission Chapel Church just down the road, it was the only institution in this country in which the slaves and the slave owners sat on the same benches. The slaves did not have to sit at the back. New Amsterdam led again. And as we came forward in 1819, New Amsterdam became the center of government during the Dutch administration before the British took it. And of course, 133 years ago, you became a municipality. On behalf of the Alliance for Change, I offer our heartiest congratulations to you. But I want to take 2 minutes to remind you of some very important developments that are taking place in this country, which I think New Amsterdam needs to stand up for and demand its fair share. The country is making 65 million Guyana dollars an hour, and it's making $1.6 billion per day. It is completely unacceptable in 2024 for you to be getting only $18 million. It is completely unacceptable. We cannot, in the time of plenty, allow the people in central government to isolate you and leave you essentially in a position of poverty. You have a long history of resistance. You have a long history of survival. They attempted to isolate you by locating the bridge where it is, only to find out that that was the biggest misadventure they embarked upon. So as you sit here to celebrate your 133rd anniversary and the start of your town week, think of those great shoulders upon which you stand that have allowed you to be where you are today, and may you continue to provide leadership. You provided the finest legal minds this country has ever seen, headed by none other than Joe F. Haynes. One of your finest sons was recently put down, Sir Sridhar Ramphal. And therefore, as you go forward, let nobody tell you that you are second to any other city or town in this country. You are our premier town. And therefore, as you start your 133rd celebration, I wish you not only well, but I wish that you continue to lead and continue to resist. And you will have the support, and I believe I can take the liberty of speaking on behalf of my colleague and leader of the opposition. You will have the full support of the entire opposition. Good night.